Alright people, we are back with another deck profile. This time we have a first place Kashtira Maliss deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We are way past 1,000 subscribers, but let's get to 10,000. But let's get into the video. So this deck profile for first place Maliss Kashtira deck profile, we have a 40 card main deck, and in this 40 card main deck we play 3 Maliss Dormouse. Maliss link monsters that point to this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Maliss Dormouse once per turn. During your main phase, you activate this effect. Banish one Maliss monster from your deck. Also for the rest of the turn, Maliss monsters you control gain 600 attack. If this card is banished, you can pay 300 life points, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except link monsters. Then we play 3 Maliss White Rabbit. You take no damage from battles involving Maliss link monsters that point to this card. You can only use each of the following effects of Maliss White Rabbit once per turn. If this card is no more special summon, you can set one Maliss trap from your deck with a different name than the cards in your graveyard. If this card is banished, you can pay 300 life points, special summon. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except link monsters. Then we play 1 Cecina Wcq. Any monster destroyed by battle with the Maliss link monster that points to this card is banished instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Maliss Cecina Wcq once per turn. During your main phase, you can banish one Maliss card from your hand, then you can draw 2 cards. If this card is banished, you can pay 300 life points, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except link monsters. Then we play 1 Dotscaper. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. If this card is banished, you can special summon this card. You can only use 1 Dotscaper effect per turn and only once that turn. You can only use each effect of Dotscaper once per duel. Then we play 1 Meow Mime. If a link monster is on the field or in either graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon EMP Meow Meme once per turn this way. If a link 2 monster you control is sent to the graveyard or banished, except during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard if it was there when the monster was sent or banished, or hand even if not. Then target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. You can only use this effect of EMP Meow Mime once per turn, so very interesting card. A little hidden tech I think a lot of people haven't explored yet, but I really think that's a very good card. 1 Kashtira Fenrir, 2 Kashtira Unicorns. The Kashtira engine is definitely powerful. Being able to have a grind game with Kashtira Birth and the Kashtira Big Bodies itself, and also the extra deck rip and targeting a face-up card and banish face down with Fenrir is very good in the long grind game. Then we have 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, 1 Bestial Magnemite. You can target 1 Light or Dark monster either graveyard, banish it, and if you do special summon this card from your hand, this is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. During the end phase of this turn, add 1 monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Bestial Magnemite. You can only use each effect of Bestial Magnemite once per turn. Then we play 1 Bestial Druid Swarm. You can target 1 Light or Dark monster in either graveyard, banish it, and if you do special summon this card from your hand, this is a quick effect. If your opponent controls a monster, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. You can only use each effect of Bestial Druid Swarm once per turn. Then we played 3 Maliss Underground. When this card is activated, you can banish 1 Maliss card from your deck, from your hand, deck, or graveyard. While 3 or more of your Maliss traps with different names are banished, Maliss link monsters you control gain 3,000 attack. While you control a Maliss link monster, your opponent monsters can only target Maliss link monsters for attack. So you can only activate 1 Maliss Underground per turn. So we play 3 of those. 1 Kashtira Birth. You can normal summon level 7 monsters without tributing. Summon 1 of your non-XC monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. If your opponent activates a spell or effect and you control a Kashtira monster, you can target 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them face down. You can only use each effect of Kashtira Birth once per turn. Then we play not 2 Kashtira Pressure Planet Race Off. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Kashtira monster from your deck to your hand. Monsters you control gain 100 attack for each attribute in the field. If a Kashtira Shangri-La you control activates its effect, except during damage step, you can target 1 face-up card in the field, destroy it. You can only use this effect to Pressure Planet Race Off once per turn. Then we play 2 Cyanide Mining. Send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add 1 level 4 lower Cyburst monster from your deck to your hand. You gotta activate 1 Cyanide Mining per turn. 2 Forbidden Droplet. Set any number of cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent control, and until the end of this turn, their attack is half. Also, their effects are negated. In response to this card's activation, your opponent cannot activate cards or cards or effects of cards with the same original type monsters / spell / trap as a card sent to the graveyard to activate this card. You can only activate one forbidden droplet per turn. Then we play 3 Book of Eclipse. Change our face up monsters on the field face down position during the end phase of this turn. Change as many face down defense position monsters you control as possible to face up defense position. Then your opponent draws cards equal to the number of monsters changed face up by this effect. Then we play 1 triple tactics talents. Everybody know what talents does. If your opponent has activated a monster effect during your main phase, you activate this turn. Activate one of these effects. Draw 2 cards. Take control of one monster your opponent control into the end phase. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose one from it and shuffle it into the deck. You can only activate 1 triple tactics talents per turn. Then we play 1 terraforming. 1 call by the grave. 1 ghost heart. Banish 1 card from your deck face up during your second standby phase. After this card's activation, add that card to the hand. 3 infinite permanents. 1 YUGIOH. You can activate this card. The turn it was set by banishing 1 face up Malice monster you control. Special summon one of your Malice monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Then if you control a Malice Link monster, you can gain life points equal to the original attack of that special summon monster. You can only activate 1 YUGIOH per turn. Then play 1 MTP07. You can activate this card. The turn it was set by banishing 1 face up Malice monster you control. Add 1 Malice monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you control a Malice Link monster, you can banish 1 card on the field. You can only activate 1 MTP07 per turn. Then we play TB11. You can activate this card. The turn it was set by banishing 1 face up Malice monster you control. Special summon 1 Malice monster from your deck. Or if your opponent controls 3 or more cards, you can special summon 1 Malice Link monster from your extra deck instead. For the rest of this turn, that summoned monster cannot attack and neither player can activate its effects. You can only activate 1 MTB11 per turn. Alright, let's get into the extra deck. Extra deck, we play 1 Heart's Cryptor, 3 monsters including the Malice Link monster. Quick effect, you can target one of your banished Malice cards, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do banish 1 card in the field, while this card points to a monster, this card's effect and activation cannot be negated. If this card is banished, you can pay 900 life points, special summon it, and double its attack. You can only use each effect of Malice Heart's Cryptor once per turn. Then we play 1 Red Ransom, 2+ monsters including the Malice monster. While this card points to a monster, the original attack and defense of all effect monsters your opponent control are switched. You can lose each of the following effects of Malice Red Ransom once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can add 1 Malice spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, you can pay 900 life points, special summon it. Then you can banish 1 Cyberse monster from your deck. Then we play 1 White Binder. If this card is special summon, you can target 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them. During your main phase, you can set 1 Malice Trap from your deck or graveyard. If this card is banished, you can pay 900 life points, special summon it. Then you can draw 1 card. You can only use each effect of Malice White Binder once per turn. Then we play 1 Link Decoder, 1 Neo Tempest Terahertz, 1 Link Spider, 1 Lingarebo, and also the Terahertz is basically 90% of the inboard. Negate any monster effects activated by your opponent during the battle phase. Quick effect, you can send 1 Cyberse monster from your deck or graveyard or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card gains the attribute of that monster sent to the graveyard. Also, it gains 2500 attack. You can only use this effect of Firewall Dragon Terahertz once per turn. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of different attributes it has. Alright, so Link Spider, Lingarebo, 1 Splash Mage, 1 Access Code, the boss monster, 1 Decode Talker Heat. So basically for draw power, you could activate its effect, pay 1000 life points, draw 1 card. Then if your life points are 2000 or less, you can banish this card from the field. And if you do special summon 1 Link 3 or lower Cyberse monster from your extra deck except Decode Talker. 1 IP Masquerader, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Haggados Lizard, 1 Cyber's Jason Worm, 1 Myriologic Aggregator. And for the side deck, we play 3 Dimension Shifter, 3 Nibiru Primal Being, 1 Artifact Lancia, 1 Harpy Feather Duster, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Ultimate Slayer, 2 Triple Tactics Thrust, 1 Dimensional Barrier, and 1 Artifact Sanctum. So that's a very interesting list that we only play 1 Artifact Lancia and 1 D Barrier. No cross out or anything like that. So very, very interesting. But that's it for the deck profile. First place, Kashtira Maliss deck profile. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. This is your boy YUGIOH. We out.